You think the assholes that crucified Jesus thought they were doing something really important for the great Roman Empire? Like all the assholes on TV making money. You know what I'm saying? You think so? We're part of the great Roman Empire. We're going to kill you, and it'll be if you never exist. We're running you over in the parking lot of a Best Buy, mister. I may be delusional, but I think faithful love and truth transcends selfishness and lie. I might be a top bit delusional. I was sitting there, I had a little, what's the name of that guy? Gilbert O'Sullivan songs in my head. Claire and What's in a Kiss. I know it's really rather stupid of me, but I honestly don't know. The Broncos kicked the Cowboys sideways. All the people in Denver are really excited. I like the throwback uniforms because I like the old uniforms. I like the horse out of the D. Well, the other one's got a horse. It's the Broncos. They got a horse on everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like their old uniforms. I like the orange. Yeah. I like orange. It's one of my favorite football colors is orange. I know a lot of people with black. And no, black is played out and it's a little, I like bright colors. I'm a kid, at heart. So, black is played out. They use black too much. Now, I like the Steelers uniforms. So at first, they bothered me. I was like, what the hell is that? Mom, like, that's the steel emblem. It's the Steel City. It's where they produce a lot of steel. Because one side didn't have everybody else had their logo on each side. And Pittsburgh just had one steel and the other side was black. And that bothered me. I was like, wait, that's not uniform. What's that? Because, certain kind of traits where things have to be a certain way. Oh, I do it with my video games all the time, right? And no, the uniform's got to be like this. No, they can't have those butt ugly helmets that Peyton Manning used to wear. Those things look like alien heads. I don't have what is it, the Revolution? I do the Revo. I like the Revo helmets. They look cool, but the Revolution ones, oh gosh, no, those face masks on those things are just horrible looking. It's like, was there a method to the face mask thing with that? Was it try to make it as ugly as possible? Or maybe it's to be safer. I don't know if it looks any safer. It's just a whole big mess, right? Big mess. It's to keep the face safer. I guess so. Couldn't you maybe like bring it down a bit? And you look at it and you're like, I don't know. Yeah. I think the people that made it thought they was going to be as famous as the people that crucified Jesus. The mullahs that tried to betray Muhammad, right? People that tried to all get together in Mecca and attack Medina in the name of commerce. Screw the name of God. It's in the name of the Lord. Okay. We don't really say things in the name of God, and we know. Okay, you got to understand. No, these people translated books written about people like me. Okay. Hallowed be thy name. Jesus was basically saying it's like you can't really name God. God is like a term of endearment that how do you take infinite glory and omniscience and say, that's God? That's not rendered to God in Greek. So as far as belief in the Lord and faith in the God that the Lord believes in, it's neither a first person or possessive pronoun be. So, God's omniscient, omnipotent, an infinite essence of all existence. And we have an eternal life through genetic splicing, which we refer to as holy covenants, because I was getting this lady in my head. I like her. She's a real sharp kid. I enjoy her a lot. Kid, I'm the spirit of dad. Everybody's kid to me. John McCain gave me that shit in my head when I was in. Yeah, you're an old man. I get it. Okay, Caiaphas was older than my sister. Oh, I'm older than you. It's like, yeah, but Linda, Caiaphas was older than Jesus. Okay? Jesus is the spirit of the faithful father. Okay, people genetically splice, and you have this rotten little bastard, and he's 114. Okay? And then there's the spirit of David, and he's 2. And the spirit of David is more intelligent quantitatively than that 114-year-old murder everybody for money idiot. Okay? It's just eternity. Look into the tizzer till, and far beyond this cold illusion, we may know eternity. Now, buy my records, got to pay my bills. What about the Lord's Prayer there? Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. That's my answer. It's to everything, yes. You know, when I'm uncomfortable here and I'm in a bad situation, I was like, if you guys had accepted the Lord's Prayer year one there in Rome, would I be in this situation? Would I be putting up? Would I be being studied by a bunch of jealous egomaniacs? I don't think so. So you see what I'm saying? Well, because it makes sense. It's not external locus of control. External locus of control is I have to do it or they'll do it and they'll kill us all. So they blow us all up. Then we don't have to be fucked by them. Okay, but if we live the Lord's Prayer, it's real hard to get fucked by fuckers. There you go! Bang your wing. I got a girl named Ramalama-Lama-Lama-Ding-Dong. Right, and so that's my go-to. Well, what Malcolm's daughter was saying, I'm sorry, it's the oldest. That reminds me a lot of him. She was saying that, you shouldn't really refer to it as Stockholm Syndrome when the mother is a superior parent to the father because the mother is raped and then decides not to take out the anger of the rape on the child or make the child be hateful like the sperm donor who is not the father. The spirit of the father is the spirit of the Messiah, and the mother loves the Messiah and is going to raise the sperm donor's child to be like the Messiah. So you shouldn't refer to it as Stockholm Syndrome. That's a technical term given to people that don't think like you. And I'm like, I like these girls. Okay. I like Malcolm's daughters. This is good. Betty's a good woman. Okay. And what liar Elijah Polk lied to, we had conversations the other day when I was working on the air conditioner and about people like Elijah Muhammad, okay, the liar, okay. Okay, good, the beans are ready. But, so, what you guys got to understand, okay, is, that's from a long time ago. I don't know why he shot at her. I don't know what he was thinking. She was just a harmless woman just trying to survive, and she was just out of it. And he shot when they took off. And it's like, you weren't in imminent danger. You shouldn't use your gun. You should only shoot when you're in imminent danger. When someone's fleeing, if you know they're a really bad person, that's not El Chapo or Johnny Avila, So when you look at that, people just, this is what happens when you don't live the Lord's Prayer. There you go. I'm watching the news after the football game. But, what we were sitting there talking about is, David and Muhammad and Saladin hated having to take more than one wife. So did Brigham Young, and so did Joseph Smith. Okay. We wanted all the cute kids on the football team not to be a bunch of sexist people who think their dick is God's gift to women. That's what we want. Okay. But when they all think, hey, my dick's God's gift to women, I'm the great populator of society, I'm William Longshanks the 17th. You're like, okay, I see why you want to run away from me, go out west, and let's go to Provo. Let's go to St. George, Utah. Cedar City it is, right? But there's Navajos there. Yeah, but Navajos can respect, hey, the bird singing, my wife, my kids, fly, Robin, fly, And Navajos can respect that through their culture. Do not all Navajos do not. No. You've seen Jim Chi movies, okay? That guy's a witch, okay? He had sex with the woman and the daughter, right? Because he wanted to dominate with his seed. Hey, William Longshanks the 14th. No, the 17th. No, the 22nd, right? And so you shouldn't want to be in that situation. And when women feel that you're the best person and they want to be with you because they don't want to be with all these dick gift to women rapists and stuff, And then it's wrong for women to give in to a guy because he gets Stockholm Syndrome. I don't want to get killed. And then, capitulate and then have sexual reproduction with him and then try to raise the kids to pay your taxes, live the Lord's Prayer, and never talk about taxes again. Proverbs, share, care, give, according to needs. Do we need it? Okay, then let's get our resources together and build it. Money's not real. You don't need to go tear up your mountain, bring out all these yellow rocks, get everybody yellow rocks, and then say, now get the resources together from the mountain to build the big building that would help us keep our food from going bad or the bugs and the critters getting it and the locusts and the frogs. And you see what I'm saying? Yeah. 4,000 years. And these people are still on Face the Nation signing pieces of paper saying, we promise to stop mass murder and the poor over money with technology. Yeah, Jiddu Krishnamurti, 1985. United Nations. Hakeem Jeffries, go watch it. Okay? Really, Hakeem Jeffries, United Nations. It happened in New York, 1985. Google it, or go to YouTube. Jiddu Krishnamurti, addressing United Nations, 1985. There you go. They took off John Denver and Earth, Wind, and Fire at the United Nations when he's saying Poems and Bears and Promises. Yeah. It's not on the internet anymore. I don't know why. I must have copyright infringements, money-making garbage. You think, hey, just lift the lowest bed, then we'll be able to see that. Okay, that would be nice. Okay. But these people are crazy. And I've accepted the fact that they're crazy. And I've accepted the fact that I know of people that are not, in other parts of the world and being abused in a different manner than me. Okay. I'm led to believe that because they told me they did it here at Fort Huachuca. They will take kids and plug them into computers. The Koreans started doing it years ago. You take your competition, who's better than you. You get King David or Jesus or Mohammed and or the Buddha or the Krishna, and know his genetics real well, and you take him and you plug the baby into a computer. It's the best way to control him, so you can control the masses through his kindness and his protection and his courage and his love. It's the best way to manipulate the masses, and plus, he's never up to rear his ugly head to stop it's Genghis Khan the 42nd, right? So, yeah. And when you look at them, they're not very, most jocks are not emotionally appealing. They're self-centered. The world revolves around them. Like we talked about earlier, with Cam Scatterboo, if they get hurt, it's not, it could happen to any of us. It's just, no, if we're living the Lord's Prayer and Psalms and Proverbs and we're playing football, it's going to be very rare if it happens. And if anybody does that, it's like, you need to sit down, Jack Tatum. What the hell were you teaching him, Madden? God damn, fat boy. Go eat some food and shut up. You don't want to hurt people. You don't want to kill people. What are you, William Longshakes the 37th? God damn. Okay, sorry. I get mad when children try to hurt other children for a woman that wants money to sexually procreate because she's a murderer and he's a murderer. There you go. Okay, so do you understand? But what liar Elijah Pope Muhammad said to, as he got it from the Quran, what's left of the Quran, the Quran is Muhammad. And the people that wrote down the Quran killed Muhammad, Hassan, and Hussein, and Ali. Okay? Just like the people that wrote down the Bible killed Jesus and and hunted down John, and he wrote it. Okay, it's in the book. I get asking a lot of people. You do know that the Vatican and the Romans are the ones who wrote down the Bible, right? The story of Jesus and the apostles, right? And they say they're the descendants of the apostles, but they're the people that hunted down and killed and then tried to put their seed in the women that were the quote Holy Grails. It's in Ivanhoe with the Ridley Scott, save us. These people are batshit fucking crazy. They really are. I haven't listened to any of the last 4, so I do everything that one kid tells me not to do on YouTube to make my videos trend. Don't go watch it for a second. I just go watch it to make sure it loaded. Then I delete it off my phone so I have space on my phone to keep making more. I don't have a lot of money. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this to save children from prostitution, intoxication, suicide. Some say there's no God, and homosexual and sexual abuse because people don't want to reproduce because they just would rather die than watch children have to go through the hell they're going through. Well, because I'm an eternal faithful Father, and I have faith in infinite glory. And I'm one source, of course. We're the same, is basically, we come from infinite glory, so it's the one source, of course. It has nothing to do with credit unions and money or commercials in El Paso. Okay, just because I quote something that a stupid person says doesn't mean I'm that stupid person. I'm just being facetious with money, genocidal activities. Okay, I love you guys, all right? Peace out, man.